I don't know if like Hong understands this is America. People could say what the fuck they want in America. If he has a problem with freedom of speech, you can go back to China.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly. Lab After Dark is starting soon.
What's up? How's it going? Welcome to Lab. Good to see you. Good to be here.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
That's true. After dark.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to
Appreciate it, Bunny. Thank you. Let's see. Who's counting? Thank you for the super sticker. It's very kind of you. And Sharon as well. Always good to see you, Sharon. Thank you so much.
what's the point in causing any ruckus that
Lab After Dark starts now.
What's the topic for tonight? Remember what the topic is. The topic is, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Good to see everybody. How you doing this evening? Welcome to Lab After Dark. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Good to see you. Nice to be here. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday going into Wednesday. And, well, I'm sure we got the weekend warriors out there. Anyway, it has been an interesting, I'd say 48 hours. Some of the worst channels that of all time are making some of the best content right now. It's absolutely hilarious. To a point, and then to a point, it's like kind of like, all right, how long is everybody gonna have to be tagged about this and hear about this and then and this and that and this and that, and but you know they're making something. What I mean, it's obviously it's fun to watch people that you don't necessarily care for destroy themselves from the inside out, like an infectious bug that has just like laid larvae in the inner thigh muscle. I was watching the Nature Channel last night and it was bad. You know, I mean, it's just like, for some reason, I don't understand the, you know, and I have like I wouldn't say I have issues with these people because I don't really think about them that way. But, you know, I've been very vocal about SF. I've never liked SF. I'll never like SF. I think that he's a lot of things. I think he's dishonest. I think he's an opportunist. I think that he's egotistical. I think that he doesn't represent what's good. There's a lot of things about him that I personally have never liked. And make no mistake about it, it's not that people are waking up to this or how I've always felt or how you may have felt. The only reason that this is happening is because some of his closest allies, he feels like, betrayed him. That's what he feels like. He feels like, why would these people that I've rode with and been on their shows and, you know, give them this platform? And he quickly found out that there's no loyalty, there's no respect. People do what they want for views and content and whatever it is else, you know. And that's why this is happening. It's not that they've woken up to some, you know, some epiphany that, wow, maybe SF really isn't who we thought he was, or maybe he's not as smart as we thought he was, or as calm and cool, as collected as he was. And I mean, that's just been that's just been, you know, standard for him. And then the dog pile, you know, happens. That's what happens. These things happen. These dog piles happen. I'll speak a little bit about the UA situation tonight because she has several times taken shots at me. And I didn't even really know who she was. I've heard her talk a couple of times, but I have some thoughts about it. We may go door dashing here in a little bit as well. You know, and then you have B-Tim out there just spouting racist shit and telling everybody what a pile they are. When in fact, you know, he's the biggest pile. You know, I mean, when you say stuff like this.
I don't know if like Hong understands this is America. People could say what the fuck they want in America. If he has a problem with freedom of speech, you can go back to China.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And go back to China. But you know, that just gets that when we have reached that level of ridiculousness to where nobody reacts to that, it's something that I've never seen ever. But you know, it's just accepted now. It's accepted amongst folks. And I'm telling you right now, if that was me that said that, it would be everywhere. But the problem is B. Tim's a little shit and nobody takes him serious. But I mean, those words are hateful. You know, they really are. It's a terrible thing. I've never said anything like that to anybody. I've had somebody tell me to go back to my country, presumably not because of my looks, but of my last name. And I told him I'll be there shortly because it only took me, I don't know, a second to get there. But it's not right. It's a stupid thing to say. And but you know, what can you do? What can you do? But before we get any further, there's a channel that has caught on. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for playing this, but I don't really care. I doubt it. Let me see here. You guys are going to love this. And then we'll get back to what we're talking about.
Wow, thanks, Vinny. Jeez. Come on, what about the rest of you freaks out there? That's how this channel survives. I don't know how many times I have to keep saying it over.
Okay, so this channel is... let me make sure here. It is called CC Suarez. And I'll put it in the description. No, what? What happened?
Over and over again. The way this month is going, I'll be on welfare myself. And nobody's supporting the channel tonight. It's horrendous. Forget it, guys. I don't want to do this joke.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to my channel. We are back with another entitled influencer video. Now, do I sound like Phoebe from Friends when she got sick and she was singing Smelly Cat, but it actually sounded better because she had a raspy voice? No. Yes, I do. Smelly cat, smelly cat. Am I deathly ill right now? Yes, I am. But listen, your girl's got to work and you need videos to watch. And I know there's going to be so many comments being like, Chelsea, take a break. There's no rest for the wicked, okay? However, today, the entitled influencer we're going over isn't a obnoxious person on TikTok. It is an obnoxious person, in my opinion. And not what you would think, right? It's not some weird-ass influencer in Australia stealing a baby wombat from its mom. Yes, that happened. Go watch that video, please. Or, you know, someone posting that their dad was screaming at healthcare workers. That happened too. I don't know what these people are doing. Like, why would you film it? But we're getting more into the e-begging type of genre, and I do want to cover this a lot more because I find it so fascinating. However, we're not talking about it on TikTok, the Clock app. We're talking about it on YouTube because I don't think that gets talked about enough. Now, I am just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and to me, opinions. And why do I say that? So that you know, I'm not an expert baby girl. I am quite literally just a lady with opinions and a camera, and hi, there's a microphone. I'm going to yell into it for a good bit, right? And like I said, this is all my own opinion, entertainment purposes, this, that, and whatever. Oh, did I drop my phone? Oh my God, I did. I dropped my new phone. Great. Now, when it comes to digital panhandling in general, but especially on TikTok, listen, if you're doing something, educating people on something, covering a story, playing a fucking cello, I don't know, educating people about praying mantises, awesome. That's cool. Go for it. I love that. Absolutely. Take my money right now, sir. Play me a song, Piano Man. However, if you're just sitting there like the Ash Trevinos of the world or the how is his name? Santos, or just any of those people who literally just sit there and tell you to donate to them for what? What are you doing for these people? Also, if you're one of the people who does donate to those people, please, for the love of God, stop it. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but I am going to tell you to stop, please.
I don't
It would
think
benefit
she's
all of us
AI.
if you would
It's
stop.
possible,
Now,
though.
this is a little bit different though, because this person we're talking about today, Gray Hughes of Gray Hughes Investigates, that's his YouTube channel, where he has over 150,000 subscribers, and he's a true crime content creator, and he covers stories and cases, and just like other true crime or legal commentators do, they'll have live streams where they are covering an ongoing court case. They'll, be in the courtroom with you. They'll like live stream it and you can watch it with them. Like for instance, I know Emily D. Baker does it. She's probably one of the most well-known or
he's this lady has like 170,000 subscribers. Dude, he got the attention of somebody else.
well-liked legal or true crime commentary
I'll
creators.
slow
And
down.
then there is Legal Eagle. And first of all, why is he so hot? Got no right to be that hot.
He's
What's going on
hot.
here? And then also there's Runkle of the Bailey as well. He does live streams too. And doing a live stream as a legal commentator and as someone who does true crime is a great way to not only engage your audience, but keep people up to date and be able to like explain things to them and just be super engaging, right? I know personally, if I'm watching something like that or keeping up with something, I don't necessarily want to watch it alone. And if there's something that I don't understand, it's nice to be able to have that community aspect of it where, you can write in the chat like, oh, that's the theory I had, or
I
like,
like
I
this
think
lady.
this
She's
happened, or like, oh
funny.
my gosh, why'd they do that, right? And that can be great. So I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. Of course, there's ethical true crime and there's reporting on certain stories and current events. But when you are going to be begging your audience and your viewers for money before you've even done anything on your live
Dude,
stream, like, what are you doing? That does not make any sense. So there's a lot of things that this guy has done that
Dude, this is so good because there's some really good clips.
I don't like. And listen, if you like his content, that's fine.
We
I
don't.
don't care.
Don't
That
worry.
doesn't affect me in any way. But if I have an opinion, I got to talk about it. Gray Hughes has faced criticism for his aggressive solicitation of donations during his true crime broadcasts.
We're currently only at 1/5 of the goal, an hour in. Yeah, that's not it's not viable for me. I need your guys' support on a nightly basis. So if you're out there and you have the funds, make sure you're able to, if you can help support the channel, I'd really be appreciative, and we can just keep on moving forward.
Critics argue that his frequent appeals for financial support border on digital panhandling, especially given the sensitive nature of the content that he covers.
On this channel, I actually want people to help support my channel financially because you guys are the only source of income that comes in on the live streams. All right, Christy? On a daily basis, on every show, because if they don't, then we aren't going to be able to do the same stuff we've been doing for all these years. All right? So, Christy, go cry somewhere else.
Hughes has been accused of promoting his channel on other true crime platforms, leading to tension in the community. For instance, he and his followers reportedly promoted
He's got a whole Reddit page about him.
his content in the comment section of the hidden true crime channel, resulting in confrontations and user bans. I personally think that asking for money is cringe. Personally, whenever I go live, if I get a super chat here or there, it's amazing. I'm so thankful. Awesome. If those people ask a question, then I'm absolutely going to answer theirs. And that's actually what a lot of content creators do when they have so many people watching live. The people who will do a super sticker or a super chat or something like that, those people will get like a shout out or recognition or an acknowledgement from the creator. And I know Emily D. Baker does this too. If someone asks a question and does a super chat, like absolutely, she's going to stop and answer their question, and she'll do it like every so often in the video, like before or after ad breaks or something like that. So that's different, obviously. But then just complaining
So
to your
different,
audience, like for instance, I saw this
This
clip
is a
where he
gift.
was saying, I don't take the day off from reporting on this. So like, why are you guys taking the day off? Meaning like people who gift him stuff and like people who are doing super chats. And it's just like, buddy, this is free content for people. That's why people are watching your content and not just watching like, I don't know, cable or something, whatever they pay for.
Currently only at 40% of the goal tonight. So if you're out there and you have the ability to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. My channel relies on your generosity on these nightly shows, and without the support of you guys, it's hard to justify still doing the nightly shows. The videos I make on these cases do pretty well sometimes.
You know why he doesn't like to do videos? Because they take time and they're a pain in the ass, and there's no guarantee that they're gonna make any money. I mean, that's just how it is. Most people that make videos that are live stream dominant, they just, that's why he doesn't want to do it. Well, maybe we can't do, if we don't do, if we're not able to super chat and stuff, then I guess that I'll just have to go back to making videos and, we won't do any more live streams. But Gray, my house burned down last week. You'll get the insurance money. But Gray, my car is falling apart. Take the bus.
Times, but when I do these 3-hour shows, there's certain nights like this one where it seems like people just sort of take a night off, even though I'm not taking a night off.
He's the hardest worker in the world.
That in my mind is just so entitled and gross, I guess. And it makes me think as well, like, if you can't afford to go live, and you might be thinking, like, what are you talking about? You don't edit it. Like, you're just going live. Like, that's not to say, like, it's lazy content, because there are content.
It's lazy content. I mean, that's what he's doing.
Creators who do go live and who are very, very good at reading aloud and doing cold reads and being super engaging. Could not be me, girl. I am all over the place. I gotta be edited. But for instance, if I'm gonna be getting ready to batch film, it's either like, hey, I can do a half an hour.
See, now, people that batch film, and what batch filming is they sit down and they spend a couple hours filming their video, filming whatever they do. And sometimes they set it up for the week and then they edit it through the week and then release them periodically. And it's a lot of work. I mean, it's depending on how well you want to edit your stuff. It's a lot of work. But Gray,
live stream where I'm talking to people and I'm getting ready for, my batch filming
Jovi,
for the day.
thank you so
Or
much. She said,
while I'm
just
getting ready,
because.
I can also go ahead and start filming a video. So what's actually going to have the return on investment there?
I'm
Is it going to be
going
me
to.
just doing a random live stream where I'm talking to people?
I
Or
know,
is it going to
Zoe.
be me filming a video?
So I know I said I would never, but you know what? I'm just doing it. I don't know. Whatever.
That is going to
Crap. Zoe had to call me out on it.
then be edited, and I can just add to my batched filming bucket that I'm handing over to my editing team, right? Obviously.
Oh, she has an editing team? Damn. I do too. His name's Peyton, and he is the worst. Dr. Eve says, unpopular opinion, and yes, it is, but he does work. Few people do. He's the only one I know that donates some of the money. Some of his money or some of your money. Because if he wants to donate money, he should just do it out of his paycheck or whatever it is that he does. So don't let that wrapped up in a flour tortilla with sprinkles on top. Don't let it fool you, because that's how he promotes it. Well, I need you guys to donate so I can donate your money. That's the way this works. I only donate if you donate. He doesn't donate the money he gets from his videos. He only donates the money that you donate to him. And who knows how much of that is really true.
It's going to be a better business decision and, time and money decision to just film a video instead of doing a live stream, because realistically, for me at least, live streams don't really make me money. And we can say all day long, well, he's all about the money, he's all about the money. And it's like, hey, if it's your full-time job, you need to be, I don't want to say all about the money, of course, no, but you need to be able to understand, is this a waste of my time? Is this going to make me money, right? Is this video going to do well, or is this video going to do well? Is this one going to get views, or is this one going to get views? A lot of times when I'm doing my makeup in a live streamer, I, have pretty makeup on or something, or I'm full glam, which lately I've not been doing. But if I'm doing something like that, or I look like that, I'll get a lot of comments that are like, oh my gosh, your eyebrows look great, or blah, blah, blah. And I appreciate it, sure. And I love the compliments. Thank you. But there's people who will ask me like, can you do a makeup tutorial on this? And I'm like, no, I can't. Like I could, yeah, but no, I won't, rather, because that takes so long to film and to edit. I'm not trying to put my editor.
Grace sucks, but I mean, I don't care. It's fine. You can like him. But the whole, he donates money. Well, yeah, he's donating money and using it as a tax write-off for himself. So he sucks.
Through that when that video would not perform well, and therefore it wouldn't be making the money that it needs to make for me to justify my time doing that. Now, to my knowledge, this is his full-time job. I could be wrong, but he's pumping out a lot of content and covering these cases and stuff. So if you can't afford to go live and you're begging for people to donate to you, then just don't go live. Just
it's not donating money. It's donating people's money that he keeps a percentage of. So if he doesn't get any donations, he doesn't get any money either. So what he says is, guys, I donate a lot of this money that you're supposed to send me. That's what he's doing.
do an edited video instead. It makes no sense to me, these people.
Well, man, where are all the old freaks, man, who would help support the channel? It's such a struggle these days. I don't want to have to ask once. I wish people would just do it. Come on, Jace, let's get going here, man. Donate. Come on. Help support the channel. You can do it, Jace.
And also in terms of having fans and himself going into the comment section of other people's stuff and promoting himself. Self-promotion is a huge cringe. It's a huge ick. And that is such a turnoff as a content creator myself. People can say, oh, you're not lifting up others. No. Genuine connections is great. Lifting up other people, a rising tide lifts.
Look, I have no idea what he donates. And it's just, it's not. Look, if he's donating anything, which I'm not saying that he doesn't, but he could donate his own money, not like money that he's begging people to donate, you know.
All boats. That's amazing.
Threatening to shut down a stream or not talk until somebody donates money is that okay with people?
But what if you don't even know that person? Why are you going to give them a shout out? What about if you don't align with, what they believe? Then I'm probably not going to give them a shout out. If I don't like their content, I'm not going to give them a shout out. Also, that only gets you so far because your content actually has to deliver. In my opinion, I don't like his content. I don't think that it's well done. And there are a bunch of content creators out there in terms of not only true crime, but independent journalism that are way better. So in my opinion, I think that you should save those super chats for other people. But hey, if you like him, go for it.
Yeah, of course.
I trust Murder Sheet, like if they say something, I'm going to believe it. I just don't like them personally, anymore. They just absolutely were garbage towards me. They said, Gray, we're hearing that you're telling people something. I thought it was just us talking. And I go, I know. Right. We talk about other stuff. You told me, though, that it was on your podcast. And I messaged that, and she goes, okay, thanks for clearing it up, and can't get a hold of him.
Yeah, I am in black and white. You know why? It helps my eyes. Like, you see me squint a lot, it's because these bright-ass lights.
They won't say a word. They won't talk to me at all. They won't answer. They won't talk like adults. It's embarrassing, really. It's like socially inept. But what I just told you is the truth. That is what happened, and there's no other story. There's no second version. There's nothing, okay?
Well, there's nothing, okay?
Like, I sent, like, a whole bunch of different texts, and, they never responded to any of them, and it's just, wow. Unreal. Just ghosted me like I was some pariah,
He said ghosted me. He just said he ghosted me like I'm a pariah.
Been covering this for 5 years. They jump on it in the last minute, and
I absolutely own the Delphi case. I've been covering it since the day it happened.
By pure luck, get involved with, get some inside info, and apparently they were supposed to be covering the murders inside a restaurant.
Yeah, we'll probably go door dashing tonight.
So they use that on every one of their podcasts at the beginning, but yet they seem to only cover the Delphi case. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, I don't know. It made me so angry.
So it definitely does to me, at least. Just
thank you, Brittany, because you deserve so much more. Thank you for being my friend. Of course. I honestly can't stand the way that people gang up on you. I know there's people that don't like you. There's some people that do like you. There's some people that don't like me. There's some people that do like me, but nobody deserves the constant barrage,
seem like if anyone else gets involved in something and if anyone else, kind of steps into the space and is successful, that whole, I don't know, it just seems, everything I've watched, it just seems like he's just so bitter. It's,
If you honestly, look, I get it. You're allowed to. I'm not telling you not to watch him. I'm not telling you not to donate to him. I find him repugnant. I think he sucks, and I don't think he's very nice.
sad because it's like, buddy, you don't have to do that. And a situation that you had with someone, another creator, it could have just been a misunderstanding and saying like, that's the truth. That's what happened. There's no other version. And it's like, well, no. There is another version. There's that person's version. If, for instance, like I can get the ick from someone and not like the way they made me uncomfortable about something, and they maybe don't see it that way. Well, okay, what you said made me uncomfortable. And a lot of times if I get the ick from someone, I'm like, goodbye, nope, done. Especially with like being a content creator, right? So I don't know. I find that so interesting. That's weird. One thing I can relate this back to, because I know a lot of y'all do watch my channel from anti-MLM content, anti-scam content. And yes, I still make that content. Absolutely. Whenever anyone else makes that content, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll talk about it more, please. Everyone should talk about it. Everyone should think that MLMs are scams, right? I love it. Again, a rising tide raises all boats. And that's something that I've always said. And especially with
A rising tide raises all boats. I like that. That's a nice metaphor. I've never heard that before.
people who
Nah, she's not talking about me. She's talking about Gray. Her name is here. I'm gonna put her link in the chat. Not that she needs my subs, but she can have them because I think that what she does is kind of. I like this video. I think it's hilarious. Hold on. So there's her channel. Bingo, bango, bongos.
started making that content after me or before me or, at the same time, if they have pivoted or still stuck with that or become more successful in terms of numbers with their channel, hell yeah, that's amazing. And a lot of times what people will do who don't like you or are just bitter assholes and are weird, a lot of times what they'll do is try to, pit you against each other when it's just like, no, I'm proud of that person. They're amazing. Not jealous. Love that. Good for them. For instance, Hannah Alonso, if you are subscribed to her or if you're not subscribed to her, please do. You better. She's amazing. And thank God she's still covering anti-scam, anti-MLM content because her channel has grown so much. So fucking proud of her. And even from that, she's now getting more eyes on the anti-MLM space, the anti-scam content space, women content creators that focus on commentary content, which there are the commentary genre, the social media commentary genre, which that's what we do, is very much so male driven. And I don't love that. So I love that her
I'm with you, sis. Feminism all the way.
Chad, Gabby, a bunch of other people, a bunch of other women have been more successful.
I think I've said this before. For some reason, I have always found women to be like stronger than men, not physically, obviously. I mean, it's a bone structure thing. Let's be honest. But more women hold families together and comfort their kids in times of need. Like, have you ever seen a dude get sick, like with a cold, and they're down for like 4 days? Have you ever seen a woman catch a cold and be down for 4 days? No, they don't even show symptoms. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. They don't even show that. They may feel bad. But you can't tell that they're sick. I know when I catch a cold, it is lights out. I don't have to, you're on your own. Everybody's on their own. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on their own. That's another thing, once a month, it's painful. I'm telling you, I've said some of the toughest dudes that I know, Some of the toughest men that I know are just absolute wusses when they get sick. And I'm one of them. I don't say that I'm tough, but when I get sick, I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. You know, like, you get a cold and you got to cancel the month. You got to cancel the month.
And that's amazing, right? I don't think that's a case like this. I don't think that that's how this is with this guy. So the thing,
imagine Gray being sick. But Gray, I have a fever of 99.1.
is that, like I said, just because you started talking about something first, just because you were maybe at one point a bigger voice on something or talking.
Oh, dude, I think I'm going to, Nunya, I think, I say this all the time. Like, I feel like I'm going to die. I feel like I'm going to die when I catch a cold. Sore throat. Oh my God. A sore throat. You might as well be headed to the hanging gallows the next day. You get that little thing in your throat. You're like, you know, you're like, oh no, my throat's getting sore. And you're like, no, tomorrow's going to be so bad. It's going to suck. You wake up, you're like, oh God, I feel so sick. Like you think that you're going to have a leg off or something.
Talking about it more frequently and someone else comes in and then is more successful at it. Oh my God, it's like Katie Joy without a crystal ball and then Emily D. Baker. Do y'all remember that? That was crazy. I loved that saga of YouTube. That was peak YouTube drama and it was amazing. Not necessarily for the people involved. However, for the onlookers like us, it was
let's see. My hubby cries about everything. My legs hurt. I got a sore throat, Josh. My hubby. Yeah, it's a dude thing. I'm telling you, it is a men when they get sick, it's a cold, like when they catch a cold, when it's the flu, it's like life support. But when it's a cold, you know, can you make me some soup? I need some soup, you know, or I need you to go to the store for me and get medicine.
amazing. It was so petty and so crazy. But Katie Joy without a crystal ball is a commentary creator. She covers not only some true crime stuff. I mean, true crime doesn't have to just be murder. It's crimes, right? Crimes that are true, crimes that have happened. So she started covering something, then Emily D. Baker was covering something as well. And Emily D. Baker obviously is more professional, more likable, and overall, just in my opinion, puts out more quality content than Katie Joy without a crystal ball. And then from there, Katie Joy was like, you're just jealous of me, blah, blah, and saying all this dumb bullshit, right? And she had the audacity to say like,
over 30 years, I've never seen my husband sick. He's an anomaly.
You're just jealous because I have more subscribers than you. That bitch has said that for so long. And she's even said it about me too. I cannot wait to surpass that and be like, oh, look, Katie Joy, I'm not jealous of you. Look what I have, you dumb bitch. So that's one thing she said about Emily D. Baker. And then right after, Emily D. Baker was covering other things and put out more content, she skyrocketed and became way more successful. And it just makes me so happy because it's like, what are you going to say now, you weirdo? But just because people don't want to work with you, just because maybe someone doesn't want to be associated with you, doesn't like you, it just doesn't mean they're jealous of you. It doesn't mean they owe you anything. No one owes you anything.
I like her too. I think she's telling the truth.
Especially with content creation.
And she's sick. You can't even tell. The only reason you can tell that she's sick is because she's sad.
Except for obviously,
if she looks sick, she doesn't sound sick. And looks sick, doesn't sound sick. She is sick, doesn't look sick, doesn't sound sick. Probably has kids. She's probably tough. Oh no, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. It's like the worst. It's the worst. It's worse knowing you're getting sick than actually being in the throes of it.
If someone's blatantly copying you, or if they got an idea from you or something like that, right? Clearly, it takes 2 seconds to be like, hey, this person inspired me to do this. It's so cringe when people do that, and it will make you look crazy. So please don't do that, especially to say that about public cases, sir. Another thing that I think really wraps into the whole like entitledness of it and like, well, you should watch them instead of me. Maybe he's less so, I mean, he is entitled, but I do think he's really bitter too.
Oh, wow. She talks to her nose. That's how you can tell she's sick. She may, I mean, even if she doesn't sound sick to me.
In my opinion, obviously from just watching his content.
But I believe that she is. That's what I'm saying, dude. I like growing up. I can't remember my grandmother having the flu. Now, if she said things like, oh, I got a really runny nose today, or I think I'm coming down with something. And the next day I'll be like, how are you? She's like, fine. Like, how'd that happen? If I say I'm coming down with something, I'm coming down with something. Big time. And the world needs to know.
Content. Now here are some clips of him just like bad mouthing at true crime podcasters instead of like actually focusing on the crime. And it's like, what are you doing? That's not why people are here. I mean, maybe that's why I'm here actually, but like, that's not why the people who watch and enjoy your content are here.
All right. This channel actually goes out and makes a difference in the true crime community.
And we're back.
Unlike the other places that bring in tons and tons of money and give absolutely nothing of their own income to anything. All right. And this channel does. Put that on there earlier, block. Yeah. I mean, she's a really passive aggressive type, that Grizzly. So I don't know how anybody watches that stuff. Can't think her way out of a shoebox. Just has a nice little chart on the screen and, hey, everybody, what do you think?
Hey, everybody, come on down.
And get the hell out of here. She's always on the conspiracy side because it sells.
Who's he
You
talking
can go
about?
over there and watch whatever. Has a nice Grizzly. I mean, she's a
Gray.
really passive aggressive type. That
The Grizzly true crime lady. She seems nice. I don't know her. I've never talked to her. Come on down.
Grizzly. So I don't know
What's wrong with her?
how anybody watches that stuff. Can't think her way out of a shoebox.
She can't. I bet she could.
Just has a nice little chart on the screen and, hey, everybody, what do you think? And get the hell out of here. She's always on the conspiracy side because it
Oh, of course he's jealous. Of course he is.
sells. But you can go over there and watch whatever the kind of crap you want to watch. Okay. She's a joke.
So you guys, please let me know what you think. Do you think that the e-begging is like, what do we think? Listen, I just got a close-up look at what my lipstick looked like this entire video, and I would like to formally apologize. However, you are a lip glow, the transparent one,
It's all good.
is here to save the day. But I'm gonna need y'all to let me know what you think, because I do think that in the true crime space, or like the reporting on cases or situations, independent journalism, stuff like that, I do think that obviously being like transparent about your donations or asking for them, whatever, but there's a way to do it and then there's a way to not do it. And I feel like the way this guy's doing it just comes off entitled and bitter. And I don't love that. I hate it, actually. I hate it. And so there's obviously a way to do it in a way that's less tasteless than what he's doing. But
Yeah, how's that?
please let me know what you
He's absolutely talking about Giselle. He just said Grizzly true crime.
think. Is that cringe? Is it not cringe? Should he not be doing that? Is it unethical with, you know, the true crime aspect related to that? I personally don't like it. If there's anyone else that y'all want me to call out on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, meaning they're on there and I'll call them out over here, let me know and I will shed some light on it. Or if you want me to stick to the more like TikTok-y unhinged people when it comes to this type of entitled influencer series, let me know. Either way, not a fan. What's his name? Gray pubes? Gray.
She went She went with the pubes. What's his name? Gray pubes. I want to hear that again. That was funny.
Hughes, not people when it comes to, you want me to stick to the more, you know, the true crime aspect related to that. I personally don't like it. If there's anyone else that y'all want me to call out on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, meaning they're on there and I'll call them out over here, let me know and I will shed some light on it. Or if you want me to stick to the more like TikTok-y unhinged people when it comes to this type of entitled influencer series, let me know. Either way, not a fan. What's his name? Gray pubes? Gray Hughes. Not a fan. Some people say they don't like his voice. I personally do.
She likes his voice. Wow, that's different. Nobody's ever complimented my voice before. I think my voice is top notch. It's a sexy. I'm a sexy beast. A sexy beast, that is. And I think that I think that I think I like your voice too, ma'am. But I would like your voice a lot better if you sent me a super chat.
But let me give some positive feedback though too, because I do want to do that. I do like his dedication. However,
Dedication to what?
I think that when you are consistently putting stuff out there and it's like not really getting views, but you are being consistent, that's great. Babe, I did it. I did it for a long time. Got literally 400 views on videos, but I was still fucking pumping out 3 videos a week until I finally switched to commentary content. And then I was able, like, that was, why didn't I do that sooner? No idea. Dumb. But when you're pumping out
Dumb.
that type of content and trying to like make it, you can't. What am I talking about? He has over 150,000 followers already. Like, I just passed him this year
Yeah, but you should see how many people show up.
in subscribers. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I do like his dedication. He is consistent with his live streams and stuff like that. I guess that's really the only positive thing I have to say about it, because I don't like his theories. And there's a difference between like perpetuating, dangerous theories and derailing things. And then there's actually just like saying like possibilities, right? And it's harmless to talk about that. I mean, that can get people talking, whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Remember that if you are subscribed to my channel,
She doesn't like it.
the end of my videos, you get a amazing pep talk. If you're not subscribed, please log off now and throw your computer out the window, because
I would never do that. Out the window. I mean, so Gray's getting some run on some bigger channels. I think so too. I really do. Hey. Eric said he won't give him 1 minute. Hold on 1 second. Let me. Shit. Are we slowing down again? We need to tie Gray to a chair and make him watch episodes of Little House on the Prairie until he learns some. I love Little House on the Prairie. Water, food, and bathroom breaks will be provided. I love Little House on the Prairie. Eric, thank you for your super chat. It's good to see you back, man. So that, yeah, whatever. I don't have, do I have her? I'll put her link in the chat again. Just make sure to check her out if you like her. Hopefully she'll go on some more Gray Pubes rants. All right, let me see here. Won't give him 1 minute. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. As long as it's not the toilet. Okay. All right. But so back to that, right? Okay. So there's this lady. Her name, she comes from TikTok, and her name's UA Crimson, and she's eating a perpetual shit sandwich for the last couple of days because untrustworthy people do untrustworthy things, and then when the untrustworthy people are betrayed by other untrustworthy people, it becomes a federal case, and everybody's up in arms, and it's like a wounded piranha falling into a pond of anxious, eager piranhas. And I think that, like I said, that one of the worst things that can happen to a person is to be wrong around people that just don't know when to stop. Meaning they not only do they want to make their point, they want the sympathy for it. They want the woe is me. They play it up for the drum. But look, this is just that's everyday thing here, right? It's just that people live their lives on the internet, and it's not necessarily a good thing. UA has done things that, look, I believe she's the one that FOIA'd a bunch of Seth's personal information and handed it over. She's pretty but appears married. Sorry, Josh. Yeah, that's all right. I don't care. Who are you talking about? I was doing my Gray Hughes voice. I wasn't hitting on her. That was Gray. Jay's mad because she didn't get an apology. Well, boo friggin' who? An apology for what? I mean, I never get apologies. Nobody ever says, sorry, Josh, I called you a chomo, or sorry, Josh, I called you creepy, or sorry, Josh, I called you a predator. Nobody ever does that. I don't hold my breath for it either. Why would I? I don't need an apology from anybody. And I wouldn't accept one even if they gave me one. That's just not something that I want. But who cares? He's allowed to feel how he wants. He didn't like it. He doesn't like Julie. What are you going to do about it? But you know, they'll just go on and on and on and on and on. But it is kind of funny though, because like just the other day, I mean, they could not kiss Gray's ass, SF's ass any harder. Everything that he does, I would hear him say, everything that he does is calculated. Everything that SF does, SF is calculated. He's this, he's that, he's, you know, and you're just like, are we talking about the same dude? The dude from Adventures, the guys from Adventures with Purpose that they claim that he never paid. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to show you this again. Now, I spoke with both of these guys once. I'm not Australian, mate. No, I'm not Australian. Water. Water. I hate Vegemite. Just another human. Yeah, he'll be back. I think I'm sure he's monetized on there. He's saying what again? What happened? Having trouble keeping up, sorry. Of course he'll be back. What else has he got to do? Look, just watch this video. By the way, these guys resigned, I believe, after the whole thing with Jared came about. All right, it says diver Nick Wren, who found Kylie, tells the truth about Steve Fisher, private investigator. SF investigates.
Nick, the private investigator said that you guys took him into the trailer and shared the underwater footage with him. Is that true?
I don't remember him being invited into the trailer. If I remember right, there was only me,
Only law
one other
enforcement.
cameraman that had the footage on his laptop, and there was like 3, maybe 4 law enforcement agents, and they could have been from various agencies. And that private investigator guy, he was there with the dad and the grandpa.
There's Steve. Hi, Steve.
And the only interaction that I had with him, he came up to me and he said, I got all my little logbook from that trip right here. And I've actually got right here. So he came up to me and he thanked me for finding her and verifying that. And he opened up his wallet and he pulled out a business card and he handed me his business card right here. And he said, thank you. And he handed me that. And he said, when this all settles down, I'll see to it that you get your reward. And that was the last interaction I had with him. So I don't remember him being in there to see any footage.
He also happened to claim that we
What?
used his drone footage, and no, we didn't. We had our own drones. We had our own pilots.
Yeah, I never saw his.
Yeah, we have no idea what he's talking about.
Wow. That's rough. What? So you never got paid?
That private investigator guy, he was there with the dad and the grandpa.
Now, by the way, they were just asked about this. They weren't on to some hit job. It didn't seem like they were, worried about him at all.
And the only interaction that I had with him, he came up to me and he said, I got all my little logbook from that trip right here. And I've actually got right here. So he came up to me and he thanked me for.
Yeah, these guys left after the whole thing with with Jared from Adventures with Purpose came out. These guys all left in quick fashion.
Finding her and verifying that, and he opened up his wallet and he pulled out a business card and he handed me his business card right here, and he said thank you, and he handed me that, and he said when this all settles down, I'll see to it that you get your reward. And that was the last interaction I had with him.
I mean, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's like, of course, dude. What do you expect?
So I don't remember him being in there to see any footage.
He also happened to claim that we used his drone footage, and no, we didn't. We had our own drones. We had our own pilots.
Yeah, I never saw his.
Yeah, we have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, of course they don't. Of course they do, because everything that he said wasn't true. I mean, they refute everything that he says. People were asking him about it. I mean, none of it was true. He didn't give the reward money. He never contacted them again. He said that they used his drone footage. It's just weird. Well, it's not really weird. It's trash. Like he's a trash kind of person. Sorry, what did I miss here? Let me look at the chat really quick. And then we'll go door dashing. We'll dash and rap. Where are we at here? They sued Mohawk Mom. They sued. I didn't know that they did. Did whatever happened there? Yeah, it's great. Always trying to play the big man. Yeah, he's a dickhead. And look what he said about Seth. And everybody ran with it. I mean, yeah. If anybody ever had a lawsuit coming their way, it would be him for what he's done and said. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Here we go. Hold on a second here. Yeah, that Upchurch thing was that whole case was out of control. To be fair, what is going on over here? Good Lord. Oh, wow. They're still up. Rev Gang, what's up? Why is this one 2 hours?
I think
This is so good. All right, hold on. I will be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink, and then we're gonna go dashing. If you don't want to go dashing, you don't have to. There was some mixed feelings about it. People like, he sucked. Well, guess what? He's a lying piece of shit, so I want to make fun of him, and hopefully his kid's not with him this time. I certainly don't. I don't like the guy, so. But I'm entertained by him. I'll be right back. Let me give you a little music here. Yeah, dude. I'll deliver, corn dog. All right, we're back. You know the worst part? I need a longer intro. No, I'm not, Emmy Joe. How dare you? All right. Time to dash. Oh, man. Look at that.
We should definitely be back though. All right, let's lock in.
We're gonna lock in.
Make it the head get. All right. 1 second.
I think this is the one where he puts the sunglasses on.
You struggle with 8 steps. Yo, can you hear me? There we go. You should be able to hear me. I don't know why you don't. Silent mode on.
Need this open?
Shut that. No, I don't need it open. Thank you, though. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, God. His kid's with him still.
Can we hear me? Are we doing good? Yep. Yay, nay.
I feel so bad. I swear to God, I feel so bad for that
Like
kid.
that. Just making sure you can hear me.
So bad.
That's all. Yeah, I'm back. I'm driving. Where's my glasses? This just hurt my eyes.
Let's see, does this work at all? The ducking?
It's just hurting my eyes.
Does the ducking
my
work?
eyes are blue as hell right now, too. Damn. I am the blue-eyed damn. You know what I'm...
He looks like, what the fuck? What is that, dude?
Man, y'all. See? I am T Red. You know what I mean? Chilling with my wife.
This was a big time player in the true crime community, from what I've heard at one point. And my God, look at those glasses. Yeah, is this when he was scratching his pits? Sick.
All these people still.
But what he did was he had friends fake phone calls saying that they were like related to Stephen Stearns, or I think he even claimed that Brian Koberger called one time, and then he was doing like this spirit box bullshit where he pretended to speak to the spirits about I don't know, it was all kinds of stuff, you know. He just, but anyway, he's I don't know,
using a young little boy to make money to run their channels. It's a damn shame.
This is exactly what he did, though.
So sad. Heartbreaking. See, these people, they don't give a fuck. They'll grift. They will get on their knees.
I never used to believe in people when people would say things like, they would say things like people project, like they accuse others of what they've done. And I never thought that, it was such a solid thing that people did that. Like, I think that there was some truth to it, but I don't think it was something that was like imprinted in people that they would do. I just thought people just lied about stuff, but they absolutely do accuse people and project. I never believed in the projection. And I believe in projection.
And suck it off for a couple bucks. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the truth. These people do that, you know?
Why not try and miss the pothole?
The truth.
I'm sure whoever's car that is going to need a new alignment. What the freak was that?
For a couple bucks. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the truth.
How about, like, swerve around the pothole?
These people do that, you know? Get on.
Hold on. We got to slow this down real quick. That was a huge crash. I don't know what I don't know. Here we go. You're just going to start seeing the car just shake violently. Here we go. Bubba. Ooh, he didn't even try. Just runs right over it. If that was my car, I'd be pissed.
Bootleg, you know? Especially that guy get off for a couple bucks. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the truth. These people, bootleg, you know?
Nobody, like, who runs over a pothole on a freeway?
Especially that guy, Dolly Vision.
Well, shots fired at Dolly.
He said he takes his dentures out before he does it.
This isn't how he really talks. He actually talks like, has anybody ever seen Malibu's Most Wanted? Jamie Kennedy, the Jamie Kennedy movie? That's what he sounds like.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just talking smack. Let me shut up. Man down, easy target, one to starship, the squad, I roll this corpse up in that carpet. Yeah. Hold up.
That was sick, dude. Was that a freestyle or what? You just came up with that off the top of your head? That's dope. Let's hear it again.
Let me shut up. No, I'm just playing. I'm just talking smack. Let me shut up. Man down.
Kelsey says, you're hotter than the surface of a Bunsen burner on full blast. Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Now, easy target, one to
Bunsen burner.
starship, the squad, I roll.
Every time I think about a Bunsen burner, I remember one of the best movies, like from my teenage years, was 10 Things I Hate About You. And when Heath Ledger lit the cigarette on the Bunsen burner, it's the best.
This corpse up in that carpet. Yeah. Down, easy target. Let me shut up. Man down, easy target, one to starship, the squad, I roll this corpse up in that carpet. Yeah. Hold up.
That was dope.
Like a but never biting. Hold up, where's my joint at? 1 second, y'all.
Is he gonna play? Is he gonna play some? That's right. All right.
Why wouldn't it let me off of that?
It's a great movie. Sad too. It had a good story.
Hold up, baby. Make sure y'all smash that like button coming in. Shout out to you. I see you. I see you.
Yeah.
T-Rev, I love you, brother.
Yeah.
I love you back, my friend. I love all the real ones. I see you. I know who you are.
I see you, cuz. I see you. I ain't playing, dog. I ain't playing with you.
I know the real ones.
I know the real. Real recognize real, and we don't know each other.
And I don't give a fuck about the fake ones. But the real ones, I love y'all. Y'all know who you are.
Quit hating.
You know?
Yeah. It's not that I don't think it's sad. I guess I do, but I have very little sympathy for grown men who owe tens of thousands of dollars in child support and faking shit the way that he did. I have no tolerance for that. You know, he wants help, he can get it.
Because damn, you know, this is... Remember, buddy, what were we talking about last night? What were we talking about starting? And I want to talk to them about it and let them know what we were kind of planning together. Oh, you remember. I
am concerned that his lateral sizer is missing. Very concerned about that. Where is it?
know you know. What were we gonna do?
Start another channel.
Start another channel? Doing what? Father and son what?
Videos on primal dashing.
Yeah, father, just like my dad and I did. We did father and son stuff.
Wait a minute. I doubt that. I don't think that you. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's all in.
You know?
Yeah.
So, no, another channel? Doing what? Father and son what?
I feel so bad for the kid.
Videos on crime while dashing.
Yeah, just like my dad and I did. We did father and son stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, no, not just...
We did father and son stuff. Like every other father and son. Like every other father and son does.
And it won't be just dashing. We'll move, you know, we'll go to different places. Like, again, I gotta go to the...
Thank you, Noel. It's good to see number 198. Hi, Josh and Linda.
Gotta go to the Idaho Foundation, that neighborhood right there. There's just something in me that I won't be satisfied and have peace until I'm able to go to that location and bring some flowers and, you know, some items of endearment and love, because the Idaho 4 case is, I don't know, it's something that's close to my heart. And that's the same with...
Close to your heart.
Sebastian, but it's too bad all these little grifty goofballs are just, you know? I don't know. They can't cover anything else but damn Sebastian to try to keep their numbers up. That's when you know they're fucking trash. Like, bro, couldn't turn... Like, homie's got a... And if he do, he'll do a subtitle with Sebastian's name in it with a whole nother title. Like, yeah, weirdo. I ain't even... I think it's funny. Boys couldn't do a lot. Shit, like I said, I got you on some cases. I'll make the... Let me make...
I spoke to a guy one time. I asked him, what is it that makes people... You know, like he's as white as the driven snow. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing. You know, I mean, be proud of who you are. But like, there was a couple of guys like this at my school. And I think that it's like one of those things where people are so insecure with who they are that they pretend to be who they want to be. And I don't know, maybe he wants to be a rapper like a Lil Baby or Eminem or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't get it.
Make it for you. I bet you the shit in there. Yeah, that's a good question. Where is Sebastian? I'm still questioning that myself.
Oh, well, good. I mean, maybe you'll get us the answers here soon. B-Rabbit.
And there's a lot of shit within that case that's just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's what in it, but it's been a long time.
And I've been one of those people that maybe at one point wasn't really comfortable in my own skin or who I was or who I thought I was projecting to be. And it was something that I worked on and to still work on. I mean, everybody is self-conscious. Everybody feels, you know, maybe that they don't come off well in front of people. And then there are some people that think that they do, and they absolutely do not. And that's the funny ones.
He's been gone for a while, and...
Well, Chronicles, you're right. But unless he's claiming that he grew up on the South Side, I just, you know, I don't think he grew up in Baltimore.
Do I think he's dead? No. I gotta have proof that he's dead. I gotta have something that shows me he's dead. Now, I could speculate all day, and I don't want to speculate. There's nothing to show me that boy is dead.
He doesn't.
They didn't find his clothes on a riverbank, or there's nothing. As we know so far, that doesn't mean that it couldn't be.
When are you gonna dash? That bag's been sitting back there. I mean, it's lonelier than you at the prom.
Discarded or hidden.
Let's get
I'm
dashing.
Just saying in general, when it comes to that, I don't have any definitive proof.
What's
that
up,
Sebastian...
Center said, shit, son, real, recognize real. Yeah, him and I are strangers. But what's up, dude? Good to see you.
Would
he did do one. He did he scratched his sweaty ass armpit before.
Is murdered by anybody. there's just no evidence of it that we know of, right? There's just a few things.
Yeah, prom is 12th grade, Emmy. That's true.
That when it comes to the Sebastian case that we know. And you know what? Like, I question Seth. Like, Seth.
Look at the he's so fucking stupid, dude. Question Seth, yeah. We question you too, buddy. Don't worry. He's stupid.
Why the fuck?
Let it go, dude. Let it go. Let it go.
Would you go into Nancy Gray? You know, I thought about this. Why? I don't know why I didn't say this then, but I should have said it right then. Because this now.
I don't care.
Yeah, okay.
Is Seth, are you here? I'll skip over. I don't want to hear his bullshit.
Right. I don't give a shit what nobody thinks, man.
That's good, because nobody cares what you think.
You getting raw thoughts off of me right now. Straight up. Uncut. No filter.
You're not here. I'm just
If you don't like,
I don't want to hear his bullshit about that.
That type of shit.
I want to hear him rap. That's what I want to hear.
He ain't gonna dig it no more. Nope.
Bro, I'm telling you, I remember that whole thing about that gun bullshit. You know, when he was saying that Seth asked me to buy him a gun, and I knew exactly what happened. He was bragging about all the money that he makes that he made because he did make a lot of money for a while. And, but the way that he was doing it was disingenuous. No question about it. Absolutely disingenuous. And he was making a mockery, and he got mad at Seth. And so he told everybody, oh, Seth wanted me to buy him a gun. And they're like, no, he didn't. He said that if he had the money, then you should buy him a gun because, well, people are allowed to buy guns.
Yeah, I said it. Give a shit. And I'm going to keep saying it until that boy's found.
Yeah, that hat is massive.
Wouldn't be missing if he wasn't fucking beat or whatever, spanking him with belts and shit. Maybe he wouldn't. It's just weird, man. Yeah, that's the car there, this unknown vehicle. Hard-earned money into helping to find Sebastian, and people be like, oh, what do you mean? He's begging me for money, but he wanted to make up some shit like Trev was bragging about the money, like I would brag about money I made off some case. And anyways, it's my channel, boy. I could go live about, I could say a dookie murdered the sperm and the piss, and people are gonna be here, bro. It wouldn't matter.
What?
It's about the way that I'm gonna dookie. Anyways, it's my channel, boy. I could go live about, I could say a dookie murdered the sperm and the piss, and people are gonna be here, bro. It wouldn't matter. It's about the way that I deliver, being a voice for the voiceless, unlike all these other grifty fucking pricks.
Here we go.
And these storytelling wannabe tragedy pimp beat up, like these tragedy pimp channel, like y'all are fucking cornballs too. Every single one of them. Tragedy pimp. Imagine being a tragedy pimp to a tragedy pimp. Fucking weirdos.
Imagine being a tragedy pimp to a tragedy pimp. I mean, you're the definition, dude.
Making false information videos on my name, boy. That shit is so funny. I wonder what they're gonna do when they see a fucking actual court order land on their front desk.
Land on their front desk? You mean their front door? What's a front desk? Does anybody know what that is? He's as white as yellow snow. Land on your front desk? What about the back one?
Like, I don't.
What happens if it lands on the back desk, T-Rev? What happens then, dude? Can someone get an interpreter? What is he trying to say? Here, I'll explain it for you. Everybody else is wrong but me. You guys are all grifters and tragedy pimps, and you're corny as hell.
False information videos on my name. Boy, that shit is so funny. I wonder what they're gonna do when they see a fucking actual court order land on their front desk.
I don't get the front desk thing.
Like, they're all gonna shit their pants. I got all the proof of all the slander. I mean, it's cut and dry. The videos are all there. I've mentioned it on the channel out loud. I gave them warnings to take it down.
Oh, he gave us a warning.
I gave him warnings. I gave him chances to make.
Yeah, that's true too. Chronicles. I forgot all about that. He also faked. He said that he had nodules on his, like cancer nodules, and that they just disappeared, or that he had blood cancer too. Does anybody remember that?
Make it right.
Videos.
All right. All right. You want a narrative to be one way. Bet. So, just when they don't.
Now, I don't know if lung cancer cures itself, but from what I understand, it doesn't usually, nor does blood cancer without some really aggressive treatment.
Expected. I'll strike again. Any new music coming? You damn right. Hold up. Hold up. You wide body, the Chevy 74. The big black Beretta. Hold up, where's this at?
The big black Beretta.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what's this?
Hold up.
What do we got? We got a phone call.
You wide.
Hold on. We got a phone call. Better answer it right now. Get that phone call.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
Body, the Chevy 74. The big black Beretta. Hold on, where's this at? Uh-huh. Now all of a sudden it's unplayable. That's like the most weirdest crap.
No, he does. He hasn't dashed since the last time we saw him. Well, the last time that we saw him, he did one dash in, I think it was an hour, which is not efficient by any stretch of the imagination. He offered his son to get something to drink. That never happened. It seems as though that his child is one of the most well-behaved kids, because if I was his son, I would probably tell him to pull over so we could fight.
I wonder why. What is going on? See? Why is it doing that?
I'd be like, pull over, Dad. Why? Because I'm going to beat the living shit out of you. Why? Because you just deserve, you need it. Like, you need it. Like, I remember there was this kid, and he worked for me for a long time, and he was like he was like just like a little brat. And I remember telling him, I said, you wouldn't be this way if you had an older sister that would have beat the shit out of you when you were younger. He's like, what? Trust me, they would have been better for the world if you had an older sister that would just whoop your ass.
Oh.
Jesus.
I think I know exactly why I was doing that.
I don't know, Kimberly.
This has to be plugged in up here. Hold up, y'all. I'm here. I actually was just taking a little ride break. I need to get some damn gas. Shout out to everybody coming in, though, again. I appreciate all y'all. Miss a lot of you, man. I can't wait to really talk true crime with you and not.
Rod says, I don't put my ugly mug on profile because I actually do have a skin cancer on my face. Rod, I'm sorry to hear that. It's not something to lie about. It's probably one of the lowest forms of lying that you could ever do. It is cancer is something that affects just millions and millions of people and hundreds of millions of families, and it doesn't get any lower than pandering for sympathy by saying that you have that awful degenerative disease. It's as bad as any lie that could ever be told.
Fuck the world.
Do you guys remember, if you ever watch the World Series, they do this thing every year. It's I think it's MasterCard. They do this thing, Stand Up to Cancer, and they hand out these little cards before the game, and everybody writes somebody's name on the cards while they have a moment of silence, for people that have battled cancer and things like that. And they go around this entire stadium, and everybody has a card because everybody either knows somebody or has dealt with it themselves. Everybody knows somebody. Can you rewind about 10 to 15 seconds? And some people have 2 or 3 cards. It says mom, dad, sister, nephew. It's really just a terrible thing. There were these 2 ladies at our church, and I remember them very well. They were very, very kind especially to my grandmother. And they were like in their mid 40s, and they both ended up with cancer, and they both died like rather quick. And it was so sad. One of the ladies, she would help after my grandma died. My grandpa on my dad's side did die, but he, for some reason, what's up, PJ? Poor Trev. Yeah, I feel the same way. But for some reason, and I don't know what it is, but she was having trouble like balancing her books, and this lady was she was an accountant, and she would come over like once a month and help her square it away. And she was like the sweetest lady ever, man. And I swear to God, I just could not believe how fast, and it was just a horrible thing to watch, to see happen. Mom died from colon cancer. Yeah. So for anybody that does that, like anybody, there's just no respect. Like everybody said, well, he needs help. Yeah, he can get help if he wants help. I mean, there are treatment centers everywhere. They don't get denied. He could walk into a rehab tomorrow, but most people don't think that they have a problem until it's too late, until their entire world collapses around them. So no respect for that, for him, for his bullshit cancer, fake cancer. Let's see here. Just Irish. Good stuff. we're happy you're
back
here.
to the mission. But yeah, the whole mission is,
Sorry. And the other day I was watching this thing. It was like, you know, that like house where they build people those homes that like need it desperately. It was like a husband and a wife both had cancer, and they would have to travel to the city. And it was just, you know, whoever felt the best, I guess was how it was the term, would have to drive home. And it cost a lot of money to do. And it was like, you know, it was, anyway, they ended up building them a house right next to the hospital. And so they could, you know, do their treatments. And it was a hard episode to watch, like, just because you feel so bad.
travel. Like, in my head, this is what I have out. Like, yeah, I really want to take this
Yeah, YouTube bad actors. That video was hilarious. It was absolutely awesome.
shit on the road. Or actually, I know I'm going to. Like, I know it's a guarantee. I'm gonna do it. I don't care what nobody says. I'm dead set on it. I've been thinking about it for days, and I'm just dead set on it.
The tattoos on the hands just kind of throw me off. I don't know why. It's just not a good look. Although I am getting, you know, I just have the one tattoo, but I am actually getting another tattoo here shortly. But it's definitely not on my knuckles.
I'm dead set on it because I know that we deserve different looks on the channel, one, and we deserve to be right up on the scene too. Like, a lot of the, you know, I don't know, there's a lot of these cases that impact me as a person and my soul.
I'm actually going to get my mom's name. I'm going to get my mom's name, and I'm not really sure where, probably on my arm somewhere. I'm going to get my mom's name, and then there's a picture of, it's where a mother is kind of cradling her little baby. You know what I'm saying? And it's, let me see, I can see if I show you. Let me see if I can find this really quick for you. It's some version of this. It's gonna be mocked up differently, but I'll have to find it later. I had it up.
Why you think?
Yeah, I've always wanted to, and I just always put it off. And I just have my last name on I got when I was like 18, like my last name on my. I can't.
I don't get up on, you know.
I don't want to show my guns and freak everybody out.
Of course, my channel's monetized, and who gives a fuck? But guess what Trev don't do? I don't hold a fucking bucket out. And if I need money, I don't get on here and say, yo, guys, I'm only making this much a month, and like, I have to do this. And, you know, like, can you guys just drop a little bit of money in the pot for me here? We're trying to meet the $2,500 goal. No, man, we can reach the $2,500 goal, man. Call me Dr. Grifty. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I got too much pride to get on here and beg the Rev Gang family, who has supported me for over 2 years, with their blood, sweat, and tears too. And people be like, "What? Oh, that fucking cult group." Nah, it's called individuals with hearts that want to put smiles on people's faces daily.
I don't know. We're gonna figure this out.
Kick the bully in the ass. Get rid of the fucking weirdos and the child predators, and change law. Like, these people got
okay. Hold on.
agenda. is on trying to fight with other grown people and talking about these people so much to the point that it's like, bro, you got my name in your mouth so much, pull up. I don't want to hear it no more. You got something to say it to my
Yeah, Kelsey, we can actually do that tomorrow. Yeah, that is something I definitely want to do.
face, bro. I'm just over that. That's why I don't care. Fuck it. Shit. Tonight I want to be down to 50,000 subscribers. Get all the fakes out of here. They think we care about subscribers. I'd rather go down, which we are actually on the newer channel that I'm making. I'm going to start from 0, and we're going to take it and skyrocket it. Now, will it take time? Absolutely. But will I get there? 100%.
He's very optimistic.
Will it take off? 100%.
It will.
You know why? Because I control that. That's my destiny. If I manifest it, I will make it happen, and nobody can stop it.
Okay, so what the fuck is he? What is he talking about? YouTube Bad Actor says he also took photos of a woman whose granddaughter was in gymnastics with Xana Krenodal and passed them off as Xana. Wow, bro. Wow.
You know, it's funny because I manifested everything that I got going on right.
I don't know. I thought we were dashing, dude. We're 15 minutes into this, and I mean, he hasn't dashed a single friggin' thing.
Right now, manifested it my way. You know what I mean? Jenny, yeah. Jenny, what's going on? Mama D in the building. Nina, good morning. You said good morning. Hope everyone has a great day. I hope you have a great day too, my friend. I do. And I'm keeping my eyes on the road. You know, I'm looking when I can at these comments. I see you, but I got to keep my eye on the road.
Oh, here it is. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the that's what I'm gonna get, and then I'm gonna get her name as well. But something just like that, close to it, with a little twist. I don't know what twist that is, but it'll be something. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna. I wanted to do it for years, and I'd never have. I don't know why, and but I am going to now. I was just talking to somebody about it yesterday, so hopefully soon.
All right, I got something for y'all though. Let me know how this sounds.
I'm not a big tattoo guy either. It's like I'm not, you know, I don't want like sleeves and stuff or anything like that. I don't know. I think that that's something that I could wear on myself proudly and it have actual meaning, you know?
Rusty Tech. Nah, let me hit this real quick. Hit this one right here.
Dude, just like dash. I need to see a dash.
Okay, here we go, y'all. Damn, we about to... Shit, we got to make sure everybody's here. Yeah?
Yeah, that's kind of what I think it is. I think that it was just something
Hold
that
on.
I had to be ready for. Oh, dude. Here we go. Oh, where are my glasses? Do I have my glasses? Yeah. No, where are my, I don't have them. Where are they? Shit. I thought I had glasses in here. Yeah.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do
Oh yeah, we listened to this the other night.
I need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you're with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
always left alone, sitting in my home, going.
Yeah, like imagine. Imagine going to the store and having to listen to this. No, Noel, I don't actually like it. I think it's funny. I like watching it. I hate the music sucks. It's like the worst shit you've ever heard. Like legitimately, he's one of the worst quote unquote rappers I've ever heard. And I've heard some really, really bad ones. Like there are very few people in this world that can rap that have talent that do it. And there are some. T-Rev ain't one.
Through depression while I'm crafting all these poems. My mom was doing dope.
That's all I ever known. Go away, I'm here to take the throne. Got Trev gang behind me, I give a voice to the streets. Let the people speak. Loving light is what I preach.
He's got Rev Gang. This whole Rev Gang thing's weird too.
These negative people who try to put stains on my fleece.
Thank you, Kelsey.
And stay focused on my peace. Reaching to be the better me, to succeed. I cover stories every day that could drop a horse to his knees. I've came to realize we really need change. And if I gotta do it myself, I'll bring up and pray. I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one. I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you're with me now. Where were you when I
That's a fact though.
for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. I'm speaking to the government. We really need some
I'm speaking to the government. I think the government is speaking to you, boy. They're telling you to pay your child support. That's what the government wants from you. They don't want to hear from you unless you got their money. Pay them their money.
change. I used to be that child that was living through the pain. Got raped by a monster when y'all barely did a thing. I'm speaking out for me and all the others feeling pain. When I speak, it's with my chest. This ain't no motherfucking game.
Poor, his son, like, I feel so bad.
I'm sick of y'all giving every one of them a name. I hear
It's like, where are like, there's got to be a grandparent out there, please.
stories like mine, and it makes me want to rage. How can we turn the page when y'all haven't done a thing? You give the ass a deal, then they're back on the game. You can't fix these sick bricks, but you free them every day. So I'ma build my platform up, step by step. You can't.
Oh, no. Put the hat back on, please. What?
Ignore all the signs, just take a look at the desk. I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one. I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached for you? I need
That's how we doing it today.
All
right, Bucky.
Get it done. I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you're with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
What he was on, was it News Nation or Court TV? I can't remember which one he was on, but somebody said that was it that I vaguely remember, but somebody mentioned it to me where he was wearing a hat that said YOLO on it. Yes, that's right. The YOLO hat. Chronicles, that's right. Fuck it.
It's like they don't want to listen to us about what we're going through. They don't want to hear the pain. They don't want to stop these people. They want to keep giving them deals and letting them come back out into society and ruin more lives. And we're getting sick of this shit.
Like he's like part of the Black Panthers or something. Like T-Rev doesn't know what white privilege is. Did we really hit a goal?
Had enough.
When did we do that? Hold on. No, we really did. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Now back to the Rev Gang.
Look.
Yeah, Senator, that's what I used to think. Senator says at least he gives the world fair warning with those sunglasses. Take them seriously. After that's on you. I used to feel the same way about people with like spiked hair with gel. Like they would spike their hair with like LA Looks gel. And I always knew. Oh, PJ was? Thank you. I always knew that was the one that you wanted to stay away from.
A purpose. I know a lot of families out in these streets, they already hurting. They don't know where to go, know where to start. A lot of these families get left in the dark. Francis, no leads, they get pushed to the side just like they were from the start. I'm here.
Thank you, Tony Fire. Hit that.
I'm at it every day. I'm far from perfect, but I refuse to stay the same.
Oh my God, dude. It's almost insufferable. I would be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the one that's wrong here, but like, I would be embarrassed to do this. I mean, I would be embarrassed. And to be serious, I mean, at least being serious about it, I would be very embarrassed. Cat sees you. He hasn't picked up an order in a week.
I'm here to grow with my people and rise above. Put all my faith in God. The change is gonna come.
I'm so glad that I get embarrassed about like acting ridiculous. Like I think that that's a good thing. Like I think that I have too much self-awareness, but I think it's a good thing.
Woo!
Hold up.
You left me on the shelf. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself.
I don't get embarrassed about like if I like trip and fall or something, like I wouldn't get embarrassed about that, like which happens sometimes. But I would be embarrassed about trying to rap about like speaking to the government and shit like that. I would be embarrassed about that. That would embarrass me.
Look, yo, Yo, listen, I'm back. I'm on that mic, bitch. These people talking out they mouth, but they won't fight shit. I'll make them bite the curb.
I'll make them bite the curb. What is this, American History X?
Uppercut this motherfucker to this. I'm back on the mission. I go in on a motherfucker, yo. I might as well just start hamming on these people, trolling them while I'm working. Put out a troll video, go work. Put out another one, go work. You know what time it is. Hold up. Huh? This is my shit right here, boy. Woo. I see you. Thank you.
Just Another Human, thank you for the $7.99 super chat, Josh. One, you have a great voice. Thank you. And two, get that tattoo. I'm absolutely going to get it. I've wanted it for I've wanted to do it for some time. I just never have, but it's becoming more important to me. I don't know, increasingly important that I do it because I actually do feel like it does mean something. And so hopefully, Josh, you give me hope for the future, and thank you for your super chats. Very kind of you, Josh. You give me hope for the future. I stopped supporting T-Rev after the way he treated Seth. I agree. I mean, there's a lot of fake friends. I'm telling you, anybody that I've ever considered a friend, like a real friend, I couldn't turn on. I could not turn on people that way. I could separate from them, but I couldn't turn on them viciously, no matter what. I just couldn't do it. And I see a lot of that happens on YouTube a lot. You know, I've had friends that have disappointed me and I've disappointed friends, but it all gets worked out. But I could not publicly turn on somebody like that ever. You know, people, like, I get messages sometimes and people say, please don't share my information, or please don't tell, you know, this or that. You know, people tell me things all the time. I mean, I would just stop talking to somebody, you know, but I don't know why people. I don't know why people do that, man. I'll tell you. Oh my God. It's like he's looking through a peephole. Hello, is anybody home? Anybody there at all? Hello, DoorDash. Yeah. DoorDash is here. DoorDash. Knock, knock, knock. I mean, keep the food, brother. We're good. Keep the food. I don't want it. Your DoorDasher's here. Did somebody order Burger King? I got your fries and your shake. I picked it up 3 hours ago. It's spilling all over my car. I forgot I had it. Imagine seeing this on your Ring doorbell. Just like, oh, shit. Told you to stop ordering from there. Dinner's here. I've been craving that chicken parm all damn day. I got your biscuits and gravy, sir.
Lord, be waking up every day just to go live. Calling out for justice to the Lord lets us all thrive. We ain't here to play no games. I just came to make a little change. Sick of the laws of corruption in our country. Yeah, it's a fucking shame. How the innocent hurts and the guilty get to laugh and the president's a curse. We all want to fix it, but we can't fix shit if you never hear what the hell we say first. Dedicated, never hesitate. Speak for many, no hesitation.
Yeah, I don't like his music. I think he kind of sucks, but
give a voice to so many people when they hear the pain, they can never hate.
But to be fair, like, my best friend and I, well, not my I guess he was my best friend through proximity. I mean, I grew up around the corner from him, loved the guy. He thought he could rap too. And he couldn't. He was really bad at it.
You like what? Look, bring it silence loud and clear. Voices rise, the word will hear. We pray together, every single stream, and I won't stop till I'm in your ear. Oh.
No, he's driving. He shouldn't be driving. I mean, it really. It's actually alarming that he's driving with his son in the car, to be honest with you, at this point.
There's Nashville right there. Woo! Yeah, we got music. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. I see it, y'all.
Look, in the shadows.
I think he's 16. And he seems like, I mean, I don't know the kid, but he's just been very quiet and minding his business probably embarrassed.
Voices fade, but I make them heard every single day. I pray for change to the point that I think about coming with Rev Gang as a parade. Chasing echoes, silent screams. We like the way with hope's high beams. Got in the lost spec from the extremes. Voices
I truly, truly feel bad for his son.
rise, tearing at the seams. United in this fight. No one's like behind. Let me give you some advice. Be a voice for yourself. Don't ever give up. You can always make a change. It ain't late to make it right. Step off, stand tall. Together we ignite, break the chains of silence. Shining never bright. I'm an angel with my wings. Focus on this fight. That's why I stay loud with the chest on my mic. Tired of the feeling. It's like all the villains. Steady state running. How do we make a difference? They shut down opinions. Got a bunch of little minions that will never make decisions on anything they're pitching. And that's a fact. Pussy. We clear vision. Voice of truth. One strong mission. We will compose.
Not only driving, he's driving on the freeway. He's driving on the freeway, for God's sakes.
Boy, this shit is layered with real though. They don't know what they can't do that. Hey, folks.
Just, I'm sure he subjects his son. I know.
Every day. Hold on, let me pause it up real quick. All right, so we're right by where Riley's strain was. Hold up. All right, hold up, chat, can you hear me? We're right by where Riley's strain was. So chasing echoes, silent stream, like the way with hope's high beams. Got in the lost back from the extremes. Voices rise, tearing at the seams. United in the fight. No one's left behind. Let me give you some advice. Be a voice for yourself.
Did you hear that?
Back. Behind. Let me give you some advice. Be a voice for yourself.
I don't know why that's funny, but it's so funny.
Lost back from the extremes. Voices rise, tearing at the seams. United in the fight. No one's left behind. Let me give you some advice. Be a voice for yourself.
Like any kind of like it's like barely reacted to it.
People try to brainwash you and have you not be a voice for yourself.
Yeah, he did it for almost 3 hours. I'm not watching all 3 hours of it, but
I was high though there. I'm over here looking like Mr. Clean. A bald ass head.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I know, poor Riley. You said, where am I going with my son? I'm right here. You know? Hold on, I'm about to get off over here. Oh, I can't get over because I got people who are trapping me in. Can I get ahead? No? Okay. Sorry.
I want to see a dash. I need to see this.
Damn, like people just don't want to let you over. Oh well. I let people over. I don't care. I hate when people don't do that. Like, for instance, the other night, tire blew out. I'm on the side. I'm YouTubing a spare tire, right? And then a good Samaritan comes by, helps me out. I'll never forget that dude.
Wait.
Comes by, YouTubing a spare tire the other night. Tire blew out. I'm on the side. I'm YouTubing a spare tire, right? And then,
you don't know how to change a spare tire? I mean, it's really like one of the most fundamental things ever. The car actually comes with a tool. You don't even have, like, it's in your trunk. You don't even have to go get anything. Why would you have to YouTube how to change a tire? There's bolts. And you loosen the bolts. Then you get the jack, and then you jack it up, you pull it off, put the other one on, and tighten them down. Lower the jack. It's really simple. I mean, I say it's simple. Like, it's a pain in the ass to do. No question about it. It sucks, but it's pretty standard stuff. If you have AAA, that will work too.
then a good Samaritan comes by, helps me out. I'll never forget that dude.
He taught me how to change a tire at the tender age of 35.
I feel like God made that happen, man.
God made the lug nuts. in the jack.
Yeah, sounds crazy, right? But I'm serious. Just the things he said.
It's the things he said. He said, "Here, you take this and you take those lug nuts off."
You know? Common courtesy goes a long way. That's a fact. That's a fact. What kind of common courtesy? Right? Because I don't think that exists anymore. Seriously. Hold up. All right, here we go. You ready, Buck?
Oh no!
Trying to get us over to here real quick.
Are we taking a dash?
So I make them heard every single day.
Come on, let's take an order. Come on, Rev.
For change to the point that I think about coming with rap.
T-Rev 757, boy.
Hold up. I need to change that to there.
Come on. We got some. Do we got some action? What did he just turn around and look at? Why did he do that? Is my bag still here? Look at the look. Oh, this is too good. Look, I forgot what I was doing. Gotta make sure my bag's still back there. I don't know. I don't know if he has a car or not. I don't know whose car this is. I don't know anything about it. Oh, here we go. Is my bag up? You can't tell me that driving like this is a good idea, but I digress. Stop taking that boy with you.
Hold up. What is going on in here, bro?
Hold up. Wait
Seriously.
a minute.
What the heck is going on? Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on in here, but this actually is weirding me out. We need to park real quick. Red gang. Hold up. There you are right there. How about that?
What? It's downtown Tennessee.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Right? You can see it? You said
Yes.
people are... Yeah, no, that's a fact. You're right, and I agree. And I'm going super slow right here. Like, what is going on? My bad, yo. You ain't got to come in on, you know, all macho like that. I get it, though.
I mean, I don't know. Do I think that he's on something? You know, I think so, but it's just, it doesn't look good.
All right. Leave me alone.
Like driving with your kid in the car like this is just, it's pretty messed up, to be honest with you. Like it's actually a terrible thing.
Look at this person behind. They're like, every time I stop, look, watch. He's gonna speed up a little bit right now, watch. All right, boss man. I got you. Why is this in here? I didn't accept that, bro. Hold up, y'all. I didn't accept that order. That's BS. How'd that happen?
You didn't accept the order? What do you mean? You work for DoorDash. You should be accepting orders.
Oh, my God. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I got this.
Yeah, I saw him screaming.
You know what I'm gonna do? I didn't even see that it literally just assigned an order on its own. I didn't accept that. But okay. How the hell did that happen? I don't know how it happened, but I'm going to, for their order, I'm gonna I'll probably just literally put the money back in for it so they can buy it all over, because I did not see that on there, and it's been
Oh my god, dude.
like an hour.
So
That's crazy.
listen to this.
Probably
Listen to this.
I don't know how it happened.
I know how it happened. You were rapping.
How the hell did that happen? Like, I didn't even see that it literally just assigned an order on its own. I didn't accept that.
Right. Because that's what happens. It just assigned an order. It just assigned the order on its own.
But okay. How the hell did that happen?
It's very obvious to everybody else.
I don't know how it happened, but I'm going to, for their order, I'm gonna.
By the way, I'm not making fun of anybody that door dashes. I have a buddy that door dashes. He makes a shiz ton of money doing it, but he actually does it. Like, he actually delivers. He picks up and he delivers the food, and he does it a lot. You know, I think it's I think that it's a honest way to make some money, but wow. If you get too many of those orders, they'll cut you off.
I'll probably just literally put the money back in for it so they can buy it all over, because I did not see that on there, and it's been like an hour. That's crazy. They're probably like, what the f is this dude doing? Like, I literally thought that my shit was paused. Damn, I thought that car was about to crush over like that.
Dude. The crazy thing is that you've ever ordered off DoorDash and you're like looking and it says like Dasher picking up your order or whatever, and it's just going and going and going, and then it gets like reassigned somewhere else. It's because of people like him. Dude, the other day, was it like a couple weeks ago, I ordered DoorDash, and when they came to drop, like when they picked it up, and it was picked up pretty fast, I get a message from the DoorDasher, and it says, be there with your order soon, just waiting for this semi to finish unloading and then move. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, they're blocking like the exit, like they're unloading stuff in and out. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Buddy?
I don't even think it was her fault, really. It was just it was series of unfortunate events.
All right. Crazy. What's up, though? I can see I need.
Nah, I usually don't DoorDash. I usually just go get stuff, but still.
I need like a tablet where I can see you guys. Order? Oh, I'm working right now. Shit.
You're not?
We're working. I've been teaching my boy all last night how to, teaching him how to DoorDash and preparing him to get his license. He's about to be 16 on March 23rd, y'all.
Wait a minute. You're teaching him how to DoorDash, teaching him not what to do. Trial by fire, right? Hey, son, I took an order an hour ago. I didn't pay attention to it. I have to give the money back now. Don't do that.
So, and what?
At least, yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, when they told me that, I was like, wow, that's kind of, it took an extra 30 minutes. I actually felt bad for the Dasher, because sometimes I feel like I've felt bad for a Dasher before because of like maybe the place that they went was like, oh, there's a really long line. And I feel bad. I actually do feel bad about it.
Which is in a couple days. He's about to be 16 years old. I can't believe it. 16. And I feel I'm
My dad was prepping me for a college and a career.
not even gonna say it because this ain't the place to say that. But I'm not just
Why not? You say everything else.
leave it at that. But 16 years old. How you feeling? You feel old?
Yeah.
You feel old? You do?
Yeah.
Really? What makes you feel old?
I don't know.
They're saying happy birthday in chat. Well, people, shits and giggles. What's going on, shits and giggles? There's a lot of happy birthdays in chat. I see a lot of good people. Michelle Lance. Shout out to Michelle Lance and look at them. That's my people right there. Warrior, what's going on, Warrior? Smash that like button as you're coming in. We're just chilling, you know. We're riding around.
Camp Wife says that
like,
she's a dasher. It's not that exciting. If you're effing off, wasting time and money, give it not. Oh, I can make 35 an hour. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're working, like I said, you got to take the orders though.
Screw it. I can't just wait till I get a better phone. I'll just do it from here now. It's a phone for lives though, on the road. If anybody has any good ideas, let me know. Cause I want to do a couple test runs to see how we're going to film. But I want something for one on location film, and you know, I want it to be on. I want to have an on location film. Obviously, when we pull up to certain spots, wherever it may be in the U.S., obviously it'll have something to do with true crime, which is obviously something that, I don't know, when you love something and you don't love it because of the death, you love it because you're able to try to make it better. And no matter what, you're never going to make it all the way better. And I accept that.
Here's why a lot of people do true crime only. Because they don't know how to talk about anything else. I mean, there's a lot of people that have zero talent, but for some reason they can get a lot of people to watch them do talk about true crime, because there are people that are actually legitimately invested in it and that actually care. And I wouldn't say that I have a passion for true crime. That's sort of why I do this show too, this After Dark, is because sometimes true crime just gets a little like old. Not old, but like it just wears on you, you know?
But I don't accept a lot of the laws. I don't accept a lot of the things that are going on, and there's so much of that to fight. And we got to fight it together. There's a lot of folks on here that, you know, they painted me to be some horrible person. But if you really turn...
You faked cancer. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's unforgivable, but it's pretty close. I mean, I could see why there are people that wouldn't forgive that. It's pretty bad.
Turn around and look.
Thank you, Julia.
Keep track of how many times they tell you about their Venmos and Cash Apps every stream.
How many times have I mentioned Cash App or Venmos today?
You know, make a montage of it.
A what?
And Cash Apps every stream. You know, make a montage of it.
A montage. What the hell's a montage? Make a montage of it. I'm gonna make a montage.
Keep track of how many times they tell you about their Venmos and Cash Apps every stream. You know, make a montage of it.
Make a montage.
Well, you open that Pandora's door.
You can tell who cares about getting money, and who cares about these cases.
Right.
You are morbidly obese.
and it shows, and it should speak for itself. Not that, and some people don't care about that, right? They don't care. They want to hear the most updated news, no matter who it's from. Okay, I get it. But if you're gonna grift a child all day, right? And people are like, well, Trev, you're grifting a child. No, my heart. The difference between me and them is my heart's in it. That's the difference between me and them. And I know that for a fact. I just let the work speak for itself. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Genuine
Yes,
work.
he faked cancer. It's a fact.
But yeah, I was like, man, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna work.
And I would never. I hope the mother sees this, or a grandparent, or a relative. This is This is frigged.
I'm sure that will be on the next file. And beat Tim to shut out was fat. Well, that's actually a statement of fact that you are morbidly obese.
All right, I gotta come back down this way. All right, let me hit this. Oh my goodness, it would be 2 tractor trailers at one time. I see that. I can't do that. I can't do the tractor trailers at one time. Like,
he's freaking out about the tractor trailers.
You ain't sandwiching me in there.
I can't do the tractor trailers, guys.
One second. I can't do the tractor trailers at one time like that.
He got white real fast here.
I see that. I can't do that. I can't do the tractor trailers at one time like that. One time. Oh my goodness. It would be 2 tractor trailers at one time. I see that. I can't do that. I can't do the tractor trailers at one time.
You can't do it, baby.
You ain't sandwiching me in there.
All right, he got black again.
One second.
You ain't sandwiching me.
Let's put that store in.
These tractor trailers are for the birds. These tractor trailers are just not. Do you know what I'm saying? Tractor, trailer, pulling on my tailors, Chucks. I wear them daily. I play basketball, but I suck. I play it with no net. And I'm bald as shit. My glasses are way too big.
Put this store in right here. Oh my gosh, y'all are turtles, please. For the love of
wax on, wax off. See my bald head when that hat's off.
God. Please. For the love of God, thank you. You're a super nice woman. Thank you. Or man, or whatever you are. I can't see it. Thank you. All right.
Oh, I could freestyle, dude. I could freestyle.
No, I didn't get my daughter yet. Nope. Nope. I didn't. Unfortunately.
Wax on.
But, you know, that's another reason why I could go online and sit there like everything's fine when it's not. Because I'm going, she might be listening right now, but I'm going to fight for my daughter. I will see them in court face to face, emergency custody hearing in front of a judge, because I don't.
I mean, it's just not, it won't go good for you, buddy. I mean, it really won't. I'm not being mean, but I just can't imagine.
Agree with what's going on. My daughter shouldn't be living with a 16-year-old boy, and I don't give a fuck. Some thug gangbanger I gotta sit there and worry about my daughter possibly losing her life because of a sad decision made by parenting. Like, that's fucked up. I'm not a perfect parent, but God, good grief. Like, and I don't care what, oh, you're putting this, I don't care. Like, I'm over it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, why can't you just keep that shit to yourself?
I'm not okay with my daughter living with a 16-year-old little fucking boy. Where's his mom at? Like, where are the parents in this world that actually gave a shit and made sure that, I don't like that. I don't care what went on before. It's never about the relationship. It should be about our children. But if you can't let me step in and make a decision and you're not hearing me when I'm telling you my daughter doesn't need to be staying with a little boy, a 16-year-old, and you want to ignore me after that, like, I haven't heard nothing from you in like, what, a month and a half? Like, that's bothering me because now I haven't even heard from Alana. Have you heard from Alana? She don't call me.
A little bit.
She's mad at me because I told her stuff that I said those people that have you skipping school, they don't love you. That's what I told her, and she got mad at me, but she's not hearing it. Like, I've been through that. I've been through that fake love, meaning, people gassing you up or just using you as an opportunity to skip with them, and you think these people love you, and then once reality sets in that, damn, I didn't get an education and I'm working this job and I'm walking to work here and doing that, that's when it settles in, and that's
I mean, I don't believe them.
why I'm hard on you about it. That's why I'm hard on you about education. Like, I'm not trying to, again, that's not to control you. It's to help you understand and prepare, because again, my mom, my dad didn't prepare me for nothing. And that's just a fact. Now, my dad tried to do what he could, but mom, she didn't prepare me. They didn't prepare me. They just didn't. And that's just something that I had to deal with. And that's why I lacked a lot of knowledge I didn't have, especially about rights and all different types of things. Now, obviously, I know what right from wrong is, right? But at the same time, laws and things that I could have did in a courtroom, etc. Like, it's crazy, man. He says she will realize one day. Yeah, she will.
So he's getting sympathy from people in the chat that are believing this. I just don't believe it. I mean, I just don't believe him. I sneezed twice, but you didn't hear it because I hit the dump button like that, huh?
It just hurts because she's not getting that daddy already lived through this. Daddy lives through the struggle, right? Daddy knows what it's about, and I'm not just gonna go send her off to her boyfriends. Like,
Dude, it was really super cool today because my Peyton and Ronnie showed up. They came over today, and it was just kind of cool seeing them like riding around together. Coming to pick me up. It was really it was a cool feeling, to be honest with you. And I don't know, I felt proud that my kids are, they're, like I said, they're 21 and 20, and that they're just doing awesome, so happy about it.
I'm not. I can't just do that. You know how long it killed me with my kids out of my life for as long as they were out of my life?
Because for the last year and a half, I mean, I've been absolutely struggling with both of my children moving out, not away, but moving out, not being here with me 24/7. That has been a major challenge. What about them? What about my hands?
And it never by choice. People could say the lie out there that it was by choice, right? But it wasn't. I was begging to be a father and then being told by boyfriends and people that I need to pay to see my kids. They're trying to
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're both gone. I mean, but you know, not so much. But I mean, you know, I see them all the time. I talk to them every single day. We're all very, very close. Matter of fact, opening day starts baseball just in like 2 or 3 days, and we're going to all hang out and watch some baseball together. And I'm really excited about that.
extort me, literally. Like, that's the type of shit that I went through, and I hope no other fathers out there have to deal with anything like that, because the mental damage that did on me was astronomical. Hurtful. It put me inside of a psych ward, not because I'm psycho, but because I needed to be supervised, because I didn't want to live no more. All I could see was my kids when I closed.
Dude, I'm telling you, seeing, like, you know, and Peyton, it was funny because what they were doing was they were out and about. Ronnie's girlfriend was sick, and he was like, I'm going to go take her some flowers. So he wanted to go to the store and get her some flowers. And then Peyton got his wife flowers. So when he pulled up, he had flowers in his in the front seat. And I was like, oh, thanks, Peyton. You got me flowers. And he's all, frig off.
My eyes when they were stripped from me out of nowhere. Imagine being with your children for 5 years straight, every single day.
Well, a lot of people choose the 18 years.
You cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, you go to work, come back home, do the same thing, and then 5 years into that, they're stripped out of your whole entire life, and you're sent back with nothing to a place like Virginia, and then the hiding begins, and that killed me. It really did. It killed me. Nothing hurt. I don't think nothing will hurt more than that.
Look, here's the thing, though. If you just, and I'm not just talking about T-Rev, but like, if you get your shit together, if you have, you know, a steady income or steady employment, and, you know, you're not doing hardcore recreational drugs, I mean, you're going to have some rights to your children. It may not be the rights that you think you deserve, or that the judge will grant it, you know, half custody, full custody. That may not happen, but you have rights. But when you don't do what you're supposed to do, they will give you nothing. I mean, I'm honestly a little surprised that there's a kid in his custody right now.
Ever. I don't think I'll ever feel anything that hurt like that did.
Yeah, child support is not extortion. Might feel that way sometimes.
Like, it made me numb to a degree. Damn, are you all right back there, buddy? Not you. This guy right here. Driving like a fucking maniac.
You know, when I thought that I was having to pay too much in child support, and I had a court date and to talk to the judge, and the reason I thought that I was having to pay too much, and I went through the proper channels to go about it, and I you know, I was heard, and the only reason that I thought that I had to pay too much was because I had them half the time, and so I thought that, I wasn't saying that I didn't want to pay anything. It was just, and I didn't make really much money either. But you know, I remember the judge. You know, he says, "Are you missing work today?" And I said, "Yeah, to be here." He says, "It's important to pay your child support." and it's important to go to work. And I lost. That was it. And for a couple of years, that was the way it was until I got full custody of my children through an agreement, because it was for my family, for everybody at the time, that was what needed to happen. And like I said, it cost me more money when they came to live with me full time.
But yeah, you said the law. Yeah, they do need change. Again, I'm not Jesus. I don't walk on water, but one thing I do know is that I love my babies, and I do anything I can. Like, for instance, I messaged my daughter multiple times. What's going on? Can I send you something? Nothing. I got money. I got money. I said I got money, and she still didn't respond.
Yes, that's why women need child support. I'm telling you, but it was never about like the money, you know, it was never about having to pay for stuff. That was just life. That's just how it worked. But it was significantly more, obviously, having them all the time, because I had to pay for everything in life. Wasn't asking anybody else.
Which is crazy. But that was the only time she reaches out to dad, is when she wants money, and that's hurtful to me as a father.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Say that to her, but
son's raising too.
That's when you know, I don't want you kids to ever look at me as just a dollar.
Don't worry. I don't think they look at you and see dollar signs. It's all right.
Because it's more than that. There's more to life than money.
Unbelievable.
You know, there's more to life than numbers. And people don't understand that. Like, a lot of these people that are on YouTube trying to grow in this community, like,
I don't know if I raised my kids. And there's a lot of things that I wish that I would have done different. But ultimately, my goal with my children was just to make, I just wanted them to be good people. And then I figured that everything else would fall in line. Like that if they were respectful in life to people, if they showed people the respect that they would want to be shown, talk to people politely, open doors for people, smile, say hello, goodbye, thank you, you're welcome. Don't be mean to your friends. Don't be mean to, be kind to your family, even during the tough times when people are pissing you off, and that happens. But I would always just tell them, everything else will fall into place. And it did. It did for them. They were good. They've always been good kids. And the very, very little fighting. I mean, I had a rule that there was you absolutely do not put your hands on anybody in this house at all, ever, for any reason, because it's going to be a big problem. And they really respected each other. I mean, there was a couple tussles here and there, but nothing major. There was never never was crazy screaming, crying, throwing stuff. We didn't do any of that, man. We did not do any of that kind of stuff. Couldn't stand it.
The specific community I was in, true crime, they just want to pick up with and do what the next man's doing. That's all they want to do. They want to do what the next man's doing, and they want to reap the benefits from it, but they don't have the heart and soul and passion for the work. So they'll talk a good game, but at the end of the day, they're not.
No, he didn't. He never picked up the food. Josh, my ex paid $20 a week. This was back in the 90s because I made more than he did. Yeah, but I have supervised visit ordered to his son. because of the stunt he pulled when my son was 3 years old. See, like, people wonder why, like, the courts side with mothers more often than not. Well, it's because that they, by nature, I mean, they're much more nurturing than. I'm not saying that about. Look, there are some fantastic fathers in the world. I'm just saying we're talking about ratios here. That's it. That's all I mean.
They don't got no nonprofits. They're not giving back shit to nothing. So again, none of them can show me a nonprofit that they're giving. You know, none of them. None of them can show me a registered nonprofit that they're setting to the side to give back to victims' families.
And they are so sweet with Ronell is so sweet with his girlfriend, and Peyton is so sweet with his wife. And if they weren't, I would be absolutely furious with them.
Families and other victims who need help. None of them. Not one of them. I can't know. And that's what I'm aiming to do, y'all. I'm aiming to, again, dashing crime, I'm gonna call it. I might change the name up a little bit, but it'll be Dashing Crime. And there's gonna be a lot of features on that thing. I'm hoping to get.
For some reason, like the people that you run into that do owe child support, I don't know about them, but I would feel like there was like a yellow stripe down my back. I would just feel like that's just hanging over my head. I've cut people off that I knew. Not necessarily that I was friends with, because I would not be friends with somebody that didn't take care of their kids. I mean, there would just be no relationship there. And I know that there are people that get their kids on the weekends, and that's just the way it has to be. But you know, they pay for their kids, and they take care of them. But I just wouldn't be around people that were deadbeat dads. It's just never going to happen. He messed up his dash order earlier.
Interviews too, like on the road interviews where I meet up with some folks and really.
He accepted an order and then he forgot about it. So it was like an hour late.
Get some visual story. You know, victims' moms, dads, uncles, and people who have lost and tell their story. Come to them and have them tell.
There used to be this dude on YouTube that I used to fight with constantly. Way back in the beginning. And I used to my one thing, I would just tell him, like, dude, you owe child support. Like you owe thousands of dollars in child support. And I remember one time I told him, because he wasn't around his kids. And I actually sort of feel bad about it now, but I told him that he should treat me like he treats his children and pretend I don't exist. And I felt bad about that, but I can't stomach that shit.
Their story, etc. Even, you know, that's going to be another thing. And I appreciate whoever sent 132. I see it, but I don't know who sent it. Are you delivering hot dogs? Yeah, I'm delivering hot dogs to Deception.
What?
Hey, at least I delivered hot dogs, motherfucker. I bet you little punk ass sat in your grandma's basement beating your little wiener.
Oh my God.
That you don't got.
I don't know where Earl is. Probably harassing somebody.
You're probably one of them fakes popping up in here. Got like 50 different accounts. Homie got like 50 different accounts and shit. What a weirdo. What a weirdo.
Funny.
Hold up. You said that's all that matters is the grind. That's a fact. That is a fact. The grind is major. The grind is major. That's why I'm trying to instill it in my boy here.
Get him off.
Trying to instill it in the man right here. He's like, oh man, I'm nervous. Gotta get that camera off me. I've been trying to break him into like, hey, you game a lot. Make some content.
Every kid games a lot.
I was like, hey, I asked him last night. I'm like, hey, you want to do some father and son? We could dash. We could dash on the road and, you know, help people out and add in a little dab of crime.
I have no idea what the hell he hasn't dashed shit. We're going on 2 hours, no dashing. He dropped off one order that we saw yesterday. And then since then, there has been nothing. 2 hours at least.
Because we ain't stopping. I ain't never had no quit in my blood. That's why I'm out here. But how long have we been out right now? You done slept.
Since
we started dashing last night at 6:30 p.m., right? It is 9:15 right now. Let that sink in.
Dude, you're not doing it. You're just driving. What the hell are you talking about?
It's 9:15 and I'm still, you know?
I mean, you've delivered one order. What's that? So 6, 12. So he's claiming that he's been going on 15 hours.
Hold on 1 second here.
And he's done one dash. And he messed one dash up. And your child should be at home sleeping, not in the car.
1 second, y'all. Hold on. I gotta get the. Okay, we're good. I gotta get over to the right.
yeah, it's not working.
I think like McDonald's and things like that are 24 hours. Taco Bell.
What's not working, Bucko? Hey, what's going on? Leslie, nice to see you, my friend. Love you guys. Lynette, nice to see you. Miss you. Hold up.
Yeah, we miss you. DoorDash. Ding dong. Oh my Lord.
He said, bud, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, no doubt. Money's money. You know, once bills are paid, it's like, all right.
I mean, his eyes have gotten progressively worse. Somebody said his son graduated. I don't know. I feel so bad for him.
Sit. I can go 7 days a week though, nonstop.
I mean, his eyes have gotten progressively worse.
What I do. Just like I can sit live for as long as I do. I can get out here and grind on the ground just as long.
My phone number was deactivated. But,
Ain't no lazy boy over here.
But I don't. Should I try it again and see if it works?
It's beating me. Yeah, shut it off and turn it back on.
Let me do this really quick. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. Chat is flying. Where are you at, Seth Rooney? Let me hit you with. There you are. My bad. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program.
You hear me? Hold up, we gotta get. Are we clear? I might need you to turn that mirror in just a little bit, Bucko.
This one?
Yeah, it's okay for now. It's okay. I'll mess with it. Oh, Bucko, make sure you smash that like button as you're coming in. I don't care.
Okay.
What they saying? I speak in my mind. What are they gonna say? Oh, these whites losing subscribers. Well, while you're sitting there counting subscribers, I'll be out here working.
Yeah, but there's no real work going on.
That's crazy. Some people be numbers and shit like.
If you'd hit like 7 dashes by now, I'd be like,
it
yeah,
doesn't
dude.
matter. But I'm not. For the Red Gang family, the people who really, who it means something to, I won't. For that channel, for this channel that means something to the people, I won't never get rid of that. It'll always be
He's just talking to the camera. That's it.
Punk is able to get rid of it.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I doubt it.
That's it.
We've done so much on this channel, and we're able to conquer so much, and people had to cook up the most fakest fucking shit, and a bunch of goofies with no brains that run around spreading misinformation in cases, right? And I'm not just saying on me. We call them the misinformation, like the type to go in and read a title, right? That says Michael Jordan shit off the top of the Empire State Building. And it's fake, but yet the person didn't do the due diligence to go and do the research. And they're fucking talking about, did you hear about Michael Jordan and his charity shit off the Empire State Building and it bounced into the triple, quadruple, backflip, double kickflip?
That never happened, though.
Like, yeah. Huh? Say what? I'm one-man army in this bitch. Bitch, you tapping out. Hold up.
All right, we're gonna go a little further here. He just can't help it, dude. Maybe he is a rapper. Maybe it is in his soul. I don't know. But he just can't help himself. He's got to rap. Yeah, Eddie Munster.
Cryptocurrency investing, when approached with a long-term perspective, can be a powerful way to build wealth while supporting.
This is a long live stream. You want it to be? I can do shorter ones.
Supporting an emerging technology that has the potential to reshape modern society.
Why is that on here? Hold up, we need this real quick, man. Yeah.
Oh shit. This my jam. All right.
What's up, please? Y'all need to hear this. Keep on praying. One, two, but every day I wake up, I'm here to make a change. Only from until I hope it takes the pain away. I see these families going through it every single day. Another person dead, an article up on the page. But I hold on to hope like a candle in the rain. Got it by the light, trying to break through these heavy chains. In the water tonight, I'm searching for the flames. Speaking for the silent, it's an honor, I'm a paper lane. In the silent battles, I become the war train. Carrying the hopes on this long and winning terrain. Valleys silence, the dreams I entertain. In the quiet whispers, my purpose remains the same. Let's go. I said, just yeah. Hold up. I need to get up there. I'm really feeling like we're living in hell. Just turn on YouTube and start searching and you'll see it yourself. Come together, we like the dark. Play it apart, heart to heart. We heal, we mend. This battle will prevail in the end. Voice for the voices we defend in the silence. Our words resemble every note we send a message. Deep truths we blend it in the first hope strength from our spirit within. Let's go.
Oh my God! What did he just do, Eric? It's good. We're almost done here. We might dash a little bit more tomorrow. I mean, there's more. There's actually more, which is crazy. I don't know how much more of it I can. It's like the Wade Wilson thing. It was like, geez. Giving a voice to the people who have nothing to give. Did he just bark? Although Kelsey had a good idea. I do want to listen to the Stephen Stearns phone calls. I do want to listen to those. I'll probably do that on the lab tomorrow. But I'll do that. I'll do that on the lab.
Sacrificing all my life, I sleep when it ends.
Sacrifices and the sleepless nights where they serve me. Yeah, hold on.
Prevail in the end, voice for the voices we defend in the silence. Our words resemble every note we send a message. Deep truths we blend. And every verse hope strength from my spirit within. Let's go. Start the day, I'm back fighting again. Giving a voice to the people who have nothing to give. Come to me, I let them speak and tell it just like it is. I've been sacrificing all my life. I sleep when it ends.
C-Star says, in reality is sad, especially for us. Well, there's no question about it. I mean, absolutely. There should be no reason for this young man to be door dashing with him all night at all. 16-year-old boys belong in their bed at night, getting a good night's rest.
I said, no, I'm done with her. Said, yo, I just keep on praying. Yeah. What are we doing, baby? Come on, man. Divine spirit of love and light. In this hour of need, died America right. Shine your grace on every child, every soul. Mend our hearts, make our nation whole. Only filter. I said, I just keep on praying. If I go through hell.
Yeah, he's lost money, no question.
Look.
Anything is better than this. This was funny, then depressing. I get you.
Hold up, y'all. Only time will tell. Ooh, this is that bridge. Not this one though, specifically.
No, it's a different song.
It's time to make a villainous thing.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and I see the look in your eye. Turn around.
Dear Jesus.
Oh my God, dude.
Should I move? I got these demons all on me, they trying to take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life for sin.
Oh, fuck that.
All that I ever wanted was to win.
See, that's the thing I can't stand is these get put up. That's the only thing I don't like about downtown.
Cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus. Dear Jesus.
Hold up.
Dear Jesus, I wanted to change. I'm over feeling all of this pain. I've been through the struggle, I've been through the rain. These haters are looking for something to blame. They always are coming all up on my page. Filled with the hatred, they think that outrage. But I am really laughing in the face. You either a red gang or you are a snake. I don't give a shit about none of your drama.
All right. Where are we at? 53. So, all right. You know, it should. I can't listen to any more rap tonight. Not from him, at least, because that shit sucks. Let me see. I don't know does anybody know what his knuckles say? I have no idea. Why are you punishing us? I don't know. I don't think I am. Yes, please protect the sun. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really looking. Rod liked the song. You like that song? Which one? Every now and then I get a little bit tired and never looking back. No, there was very little dashing going on, but Cassie sees you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I absolutely. Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart's good. It's a great song. Put it on fast speed. That'll be nice. Well, I'm done with him for tonight. But yeah, I'll set up. We'll do a stream tomorrow. La 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 la. Well, I'm not making you listen to it, but Door and Dash. Yeah, he totally messed it up. Bonnie Tyler, yeah, it's a good song. Total Eclipse of the Heart. All right, so yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you guys for your generosity, and I appreciate you guys. And we're back tomorrow. Probably be on the lab, and we'll do the Stephen Turn thing, and then we'll do an after dark as well. Why not? Content for days.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly.
Well, you open that Pandora's door.
Night, everybody. That much, right? Yeah, I actually owe a few hundred.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Yeah, Peyton is, I believe, Friday. Peyton is joining us. Turn around. Night, everybody. Camp wife. Night, C. Taylor. Grandma of many. Regina, cat sees you. Good night, guys. Kelsey Zoe Trope. After dark. And a whip so. Oh, I'm getting it. Absolutely getting it. No question. We're still negotiating the pie in the face stuff. He's not so keen on it, but yeah, like whoever lose, like have like a little competition.
Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right. Well, you open that Pandora's door. I don't know if Hong understands this is America. People can say what they want in America. If he has a problem with freedom of speech, you can go back to China. You are morbidly obese. You are morbidly obese. The lab is my boss.
Right. What's the point in causing any ruffles to be feathered?
Suck a muffin.
Causing any ruffles to be feathered?
Rhinoceros.
Lab After Dark